Hi. So let's understand how Bellary seat can be won by Tukaramji this time, who is right now Congress candidate from the Bellary Lok Sabha seat, and the elections is on 7th of May. So we have definitely this is the right time where we have to operate. So I request you that watch the video till the very end. Watch it at 1.5x speed for better experience. And anyone who's related to Tukaram and is watching, definitely please, my appeal to you, take it to him immediately because we don't have much time. So just moving on to the numbers very fast. Last time Devendrappa was the sitting member of parliament from this seat, but BJP has cut the tickets. Both the candidates are changed. If we just take a closer look at 2019 Lok Sabha elections, then we see that this seat was won with 3.1% margin. The margin was only 3.1%. 35% was NDA and 32% was India Congress. Now, any seat which is under 10% voter margin can easily be won or lost based on the poll day management, which is what we'll be discussing very soon. What is the scope, where all. Just stay till the very end because this video talks a lot about data points, so which we will not be able to understand if we just fast forward. And also, next important thing is that step by step, I am going to share with you the action plan for each and every assembly seat in this Lok Sabha. So just stay with me, and anyone who's related to Tukaram is right now Congress candidate. Please take the video to him. Shri Mallu is from BJP candidate. Now let's move on. What is the action plan for the last 7 days? How we can do effective poll day management, micro voter targeting, and what are the key to winning elections. So in last election, Congress lost this seat, UPA lost this seat by 54,000. Then JDS was also the partner. The vote share is 3.1%. The voter turnout in 2019 was 70%, whereas it increased to 77% last year Karnataka elections. So definitely there is huge scope in terms of pulling out the voters, getting them to vote. If 8 to 12% margin exists, then definitely there is huge scope in terms of winning that seat based on poll day management. Let's understand this. In any seat, there are three kinds of vote bank. One is the party vote bank, which is Congress vote bank. The other is the NDA vote bank. And the third are swing voters. Now, swing voters are very critical. This is applicable in all assembly seats, in all the parliament. Now, what the volunteers should know, the volunteers should know our vote bank, the Congress vote bank, as well as the swing voters, which are almost 8 to 12% at the polling booth level. So that on the polling day, they have definite roadmap on whom to take from their homes out on the polling station for voting. Now let's understand assembly wise, alliance wise swing voters. Okay, so today total there are 18 lakh voters in Bellary. Okay, now let's just understand Hagaram. Let's understand Hagaribommanahalli assembly seat for simplicity. So total 2,30,000 voters are there. The voter turnout is 77%. Now NDA got 40% of the votes in 2019. In 2023 they got 48%. So overall the swing which is available for NDA is 8%. Similarly, Congress swing for Congress is 1%. Okay. Now what we have to understand is that this 1% Congress swing and this 8% NDA swing, these are the swing voters. They, like any NDA or Congress, they do not have any copyright over the swing voters. These swing voters are swing because they can vote to any party whosoever approaches them, whom they feel they should vote for. The core vote bank is the minimum vote bank that each party got. Now let's see this. So again, in the entire parliament, see, altogether there are 16% swing voters. So, like in Hadagalli assembly seat, there is 7, almost 8% swing voters. In Hagaribommanahalli, there are 9% swing voters. I'm sorry for my pronunciation, but I really had to make this video fast so that it reaches to Tukaram ji and in right time so that entire Congress can take action. So that's why I have been quite fast and focusing on the data and not very much on my, please discount me on my pronunciation of the assembly seats. Kampli, Kampli assembly seat, there are almost 16% swing voters out of this 2 lakh voters. There are 16% swing voters. So similarly, parliament assembly by assembly here I have shown. One can definitely, you can say that, see, we don't have time and reaching out to 16% of the swing voters will be a lot of effort and we don't have that much resources. But I do understand, but at least we should definitely aim for half of that, which is like 8% of the swing voters, which is like, that's why we are campaigning, right? And campaigning doesn't give us the result, but poll day management does give us the result. We have seen this in 2023 Vidhan Sabha elections, assembly elections. So we have to focus at least on half. That's why the team is working and has to be given direction, and this will change the results. What is, because if we don't do like BJP is doing, and I'll just show you that also. Let's look at 2019 NDA performance, BJP performance in 2019. So in 2019, as we look at the BJP's performance, so we see that, see, the NDA BJP minimum vote bank in this assembly seat is only 30%, right? 30% in Bellary is BJP vote bank. Now BJP got 35% votes in Bellary, right? So this almost 6% swing which came to BJP side, that swing was not BJP core vote bank, but what BJP Karyakartas managed to get out, like they couldn't even, it was not even half of the total swing. Okay, it was less than half. And in terms of number, this is almost 1,20,000 votes that they got and they won. Now, let's look at Congress performance. See, Congress got 32% votes in 2019 election. Okay. So that is the minimum vote bank and that is what they got. Okay, assembly by assembly. So does this mean, like, we see swing voters 0? So does this mean that no swing voters gave vote to Congress? No, it doesn't mean that. Some swing voters may have given, some core vote bank may have not given. Eventually, the final result is that they have got only 32%. Okay, BJP core vote bank is only 30%. Congress core vote bank is 32%. Okay, but because of lack of karyakartas, because of lack of proper planning and structure on the poll day management, Congress could not reach any mark, okay, in the swing voters, which is what Congress has to focus if they want to win Bellary seat this time, and it's very much possible. See, almost 8% swing is easily manageable, and like that's what our team will do in last 7 days. Okay, do get in touch for seat by seat action plan on booth by booth action plan, which is what we'll give you. Now just see, if we are able to, 32% is our core vote bank. If we manage to get this 8%, okay, we'll get almost 40%, okay, which is where we stand a chance of winning this seat 100%. 100% Tukaramji will win this seat if he works on this action plan. Now anyone who's in his team, like, do show this video to him. Okay, now let's work together. The other marginal Lok Sabha seats in Karnataka are Chikkodi Lok Sabha, Gulbarga Lok Sabha, Raichur Lok Sabha, Bidar Lok Sabha, Koppal Lok Sabha, Bellary Lok Sabha, and Haveri Lok Sabha. So on all of these 7 parliamentary seats whose election is on the third phase, which is 7th of May 2024, we do have a chance of victory. The Congress candidate do have a chance of victory. Now all we need is a step-by-step poll booth management plan, which we have, which we'll share with the respective candidates. So do get in touch with us, and let's work on it together, because this is the right time. This is actually the time for this particular work. We are working on seat by seat analysis of the marginal seats, not just in Karnataka but pan India. Do get in touch with the poll day management plan, booth by booth level, and let's improve our campaign. Let's make our campaign a victory campaign.